Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has had a slew of characters that were introduced and disappeared over the course of the franchise, and one of those characters was known as Scorpina. Now, Scorpina was introduced in the Green with Evil saga, where she was a general of Rita Repulsa, and played a few roles in a couple of episodes here and there. But sometime during Season 2, she just kind of disappeared and was never heard of ever again. And in this video, we're going to talk about her disappearance and what happened to the character in the form of the TV show, comics, and web RPGs. So Scorpina was introduced in Green with Evil in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where she was introduced as some evil, scary, villainous character that had done terrible things, and Rita Repulsa had summoned her to do her bidding. And throughout the Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Scorpina played a few important roles in certain episodes of the day, where she would antagonize the Rangers and get in their way. And to be honest, she was a really interesting villain. I mean, looking at her now, her costume design is really cool, her monster design is really cool. She was a fascinating character overall. And Scorpina was one of those Japanese stock footage villains that you forgot that was Japanese stock footage when you looked at her. She was played by the actress Amy Kawai and dubbed over by anime voice actress Wendy Lee. So you kind of forget that she's a Japanese stock footage monster of the day that they used. And because she's Japanese stock footage, most of the footage they had for the character was very limited, because her Japanese counterpart called Elaimi mostly fought the Rangers when they were unmorphed, so they didn't really have much to use for the character, so they could only recycle the same footage so many times when they had it available. So what happened to Scorpina after Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Well, not a lot. She only appeared in 2 episodes, The Mutiny Part 1, which was mostly stock footage, and episode 29 of Season 2 called Goldar's Vice Versa. And when Scorpina appeared in this episode, she was played by an American actress called Sabrina Liu, and she only appeared in this one episode as Scorpina, because after this episode, the character and the actress kind of disappeared and they were never seen ever again. Now, a lot of people are saying Sabrina Liu didn't return to Power Rangers because she was unavailable. There's probably another story where there was a pay dispute because it's Mr. Saban, and we all know how Mr. Saban was in the early days of Power Rangers. But after this episode, Scorpina was kind of gone, never to be seen again. And she was a cool character, and it kind of sucks, and she was just forgotten about after this one episode, and she was never seen again. So a lot of people thought she was just hit by the Zordon energy wave at the end of In Space, where she was purified or destroyed. But 20 plus years later, we finally got an answer to what happened to the character, one of them being in the tabletop RPG Power Rangers Hyperforce, and the other being in the graphic novel called Soul of the Dragon. So in the web series Power Ranger Hyperforce, something you should all check out by the way, Scorpina made an appearance in the RPG, where they kind of explained where she disappeared to, and that's because she was tired of taking orders from Zed and Rita. She wanted a chance of destroying the Power Rangers by herself. She didn't want to be in their shadow the whole time, so she kind of left and did her own thing. So one day she was approached by the leader of the Alliance, who said, "Hey, I'll offer you power and I can destroy the Rangers for you if you want." But she said no, because she's got her warrior pride, and turned him down and then went into hiding. So because she went into hiding, no one knew where she went. She was probably unaffected by the Z-wave that Zordon did back in the day. So that's why she's still around somewhere in the Power Rangers universe. She's still out there hiding, and no one knows where she is. So what happened to Scorpina in Soul of the Dragon? Well, she's dead. Well, there's an explanation for that anyways. So, in Soul of the Dragon, Scorpina was sent to the Talos Dimension for betraying Rita Repulsa, and the Talos Dimension is where Lokar resides. Lokar was the big blue floating head in the sky that we've seen back in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1. So, Scorpina was going to give Lokar a sacrifice, and that would be JJ, Tommy Oliver's son, but because she was unable to give Lokar the sacrifice, he kind of killed her off, slaughtered her, gone, donezo, she's dead. But anyway guys, that's pretty much the fate of Scorpina. Tell me in the comment section down below what you think happened to Scorpina before you fully watch this video. Do you think she was alive? Do you think she was dead? Do you think she was off doing her own thing? I'd love to hear your thoughts and I'd love to hear your opinions, because you guys come up with some crazy theories in the comment section when I tell you to leave a weird theory, because you guys come up with some pretty fun stuff for me to read in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching and take care of yourself.